Hi, one and all present here. This is Surya, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Full Stack Web Development. And today we are going to see about the topic effective information gathering method in the forensic accounting. Effective information gathering method refers to the system technique that used to collect accurate, relevant, and reliable data from various sources. In forensic accounting, gathering the right information is very important because the decisions are based on evidence. If the data is incorrect, the conclusion will be wrong. So here the proper information gathering, that is nothing but improved decision making, reduces the errors, helps in investigating, strengthen the evidence presentation. Now we are moving with the history along with early methods, how they have been performed. Okay, so here the early days information was collected through oral communication, direct observation, handwritten records, and nowadays the print era, it comes under the newspaper, books, surveys, and official government records based on their major sources. And digital age, it's nothing but search engine, online database, emails, and social media. And the modern era now, as we are using now, data analytics, artificial intelligence, we all know that, and the cloud database with the real data time systems. And some of the key features here, that is systematic data collections, proper documents we want to collect from the client, and each and every document should be verified along with the sources. Finally, the presentation of the evidence should be done, and we want to examine and cross the examinations along with the documentation, and the neutral decision making should be there to provide the procedural and evidence rules. So this presentation helps us in financial fraud evidence in court, and the documentation must be clear and legally acceptable. So first thing, the subtopic, first thing is primary data collection. What is a primary data collection? It's nothing but the first hand data collected directly. Example, the survey and observation. Second one, secondary data collection. It comes under the online source, financial statement. And third one, qualitative methods. It focuses on the behavior and experience of the financial ratios and transactional analysis. Digital methods, it comes under the accounting, software, data analytic tools, and database. The field research, here we move along with the investigation, physical investigations of the assessed and the evidence collection. So shall we go along with the real life example? So effective information gathering is used to many areas, right? For example, education. For education, we are coming with the research project, thesis works, and academic studies. For business, market research and the customer feedback. Healthcare, patient data collections along with the medical research. For the government, as we are going along with the census survey and the policy planning and welfare. Journalism, each and every fact checking and the news verification. And for the technology, as we are using the analysis and system improvement. And finally, the forensic accounting, it's nothing but to combine the company suspect financial frauds to collect the transactional records along with the secondary data. So these secondary data will be performed in the employees along with analyzing each and every suspicious transaction, that is quantitative method. Finally, we use the digital forensic tool as of now. So here I'll inform the mind map summary for this, the purpose. First thing, we want to take up decision making, and finally we want to move along with the research and the problem solving. Data types, we are using two data types. First one is primary and second one is secondary. And techniques we are following are qualitative and quantitative. The tools as we are using here is internet, database, and the software tools. Okay. So here the conclusion, the effective information, that is nothing but it goes under the gathering the foundations of forensic accounting. For what purpose we are gathering the information from the forensic accounting? To accurate the data. So without accurating data, we can't able to investigate anything. So if the investigation fails, so the fraud risk factors will not be analyzed, and it becomes the pressure, and the opportunities will be reduced, and rationalizations of the organization also will be reduced. So finally, the thumbnails along with this forensic accounting of each and everything will be followed along with the systematic techniques to collect the accurate relevant data with reliable data for the various sources. So each and every sources of the forensic accounting is nothing but to gather the right information. The right information is comes under very important because The decision we are making is based on the evidence. The evidence that comes under the documentation. If the documentation is correct, the data also will be correct, and the implementations of the organization will be along with the decision making without any errors, and it helps the investigation to strengthen the organization. Each and everything moves under the to reduce the errors and helps the investigation to improve the decision making for our organization growth. So thank you all. And tomorrow's interaction, fraud risk factor. The fraud risk factors are the conditions that increase the likelihood fraud occurring in the organization. Before it occurs, we want to analyze and we want to justify and we want to find out the weak internal controls where it happens, and the rapid organization growth will be happen and increase the opportunities for the fraud things. Okay, thank you all.